an annual event at Agitech Grand Expo, which invites or attracts different partners. But as we walk the journey towards this year expo, it's my pleasure, or it will be my happiness, to see everyone here represented. And at this moment, ningetaka nikaize kualika the Mazao Group Marketing Manager ndo akaize kutufungulia na kutupatia mwelekeo siku ya leo, safari ya leo tunaanzia wapi. So karibu sana Sam.
Mazao is actually a group of companies. We have the mother company, which is Mazao Afya, that distributes agro inputs across the region. It is in Mount Kenya. We are actually based in Mwea town. The company is Limited, a company that imports agro inputs and distributes to other entities, based in Ruiru, Kamatis. Now the third company is Agitech Seedlings, where we actually do the work of propagation of seedlings. I'm delighted here today because most of you are actually my guests, person who actually reached to you, to invite you to this particular very, very important activity, a partnership between the Mwea Business Community and Absa Bank. I don't want to take a lot of time because I know I will be given another chance, but I just wanted to take this opportunity to welcome you to Agitech Seedlings. Karibuni sana sana sana. Huku ni kwenu, msikie mko nyumbani. This is your place. Anytime, come and greet us, come and maybe take a soda or a meal. That's tunafurahia. And I'm also very grateful for the support you have given Agitech Seedlings. Kutoka kwa mbegu, hapa kwa hoteli, kila mahali. They appreciate you as the Mwea Business Community, and we are hoping even in the upcoming Agitech Grand Expo, I would want people to be present. I want your business to be visible. I want you to participate and exhibit during this particular expo. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki.
Thank you. And how do we maximize to make sure that we have a lasting impact in the industry? So indeed, the first step that we have taken is to come and join us and be with us and listen to what we have for you. That is a big step. Please give yourself a hand of clap.
Business. And some of the challenges that we have seen that need to be addressed. One of our agencies said we do agric from a traditional way of things. I think most people think of agriculture and think about wazees. After you've retired, you come back home. But agric has opportunities that are spread across the value chain, and we are able to unlock a lot of business by supporting a more advanced way of thinking and engaging with players who want to come in and join a business in its own entirety. So number one is we do a lot of training just to build capacity, and that means we are able to change the thinking of how people can move from just primary production to value addition, because we have seen a lot of opportunities in value addition. I think the other thing is we have seen a lot of farmers making quite huge losses, either at the time of harvesting, at storage levels, and Absa will come in to provide opportunities that can allow people reduce such losses. We, through Selena, for example, support good rooms. You know, there are vehicles that are supported with the refrigerated equipment, so on and so forth. We'll be speaking into those agendas. I think the other most basic problem and challenge that we have with farmers is on finances. Sinikweli? And that is where we come in as a bank. Sisi shida ya pesa hatuna. Shida ya pesa ni wale watu wanataka. Tuko pamoja? And we offer both secured facilities and unsecured facilities. We may go deeper into that conversation, but we are here to help business players to be able to get funds that can help them grow, because when you grow, we also grow.
So kwa wakulima, kabla uanze hata mazao itoke kwa shamba, tunaweza kufacilitate vile unaweza hata panda. So tunaweza kupatia tractors za kusaidia kulima. Then tuko na transplanters who can be able to kupatia solutions towards vile utapata mashine ya kutransplantia, ya kukulimia. Then mazao ikisha kuwa iko tayari, then we also have the harvesters. So tunaweza kusaidia pia uweze kuacquire the harvesters ndio uweze harvest in a speedy way. Then kama products ni special, kuna zile zinahitaji kuwa zinawekwa kwa cold room. So tunaweza kupatia pia utengeneze cold room ndio uweze kuweka mazao yako in the right temperature that is required. Then pia unapo transport, tutaweza kusaidia upate hizo the transport, the trucks, the pickups. Kama inahitaji kuwa refrigerated, we can be able to give you hizo zenye zinakusaidia transport ikiwa the right temperatures. So tunaweza kupatia all those facilities from the time you are planting, wakati unaanza kulima, all the way to wakati una harvest. Tunakupatia solar, unaweza kuna zile ambazo zinafaa kuwa under solar, zinataka maybe kuwa under light during the night, so we can facilitate the solar, the generators, ndio ziweze kuweka, ensure that plants zako ama your produce what you have harvested is being stored properly, ndio uweze kufika kwa market. So kwa market utapeleka na the trucks, then utaweza kufikisha. Kama unaenda airport, unaenda na the cold or the refrigerated trucks. Kama zinaenda soko, unaweka kwa truck, kwa pickup yako, na zinaweza kufika kwa the market in good condition.
Asante sana. Kama Absa Bank tuko na insurances ambazo tunaweza pea wakulima na wanabiashara, and ni zile tu tuko nazo covers against stocks, kwa sababu ukiwa na stocks kunaweza kuwa na moto, kunaweza kuwa na wizi. Wakati uko na mchele wako na upeana uende Nairobi kwa mfano kwa soko, there could be risks along the way. So there are those insurance covers that we provide to be able to adequately cover you.
As a business person, you can't work alone, and I think that's the vision for Agitech, to ensure that we collaborate and partner in the areas of our strength. And I think that is underpinned by what we are doing today. And in banking as well, we've actually analyzed this very well and realized that when we partner, we can actually harness a lot for our clients and for the bank as well. So how do we do it for our clients? One is to see, as a client, you are not standing alone. You have as a supplier, and you could be having distributors for those who are distributing their products, and you could be having other partners that you are working with, transporters and all that. So what we do is to look at you in terms of your upstream, those are your clients, and downstream, those are your suppliers. Yeah, so how do we come in bringing this together? We actually look at you as a client and bring your suppliers together, for example, yeah, and see how best do we facilitate these suppliers to ensure that they are well capacitated to be able to supply you, because if you are not supplied, you will not be able to achieve your ambition as a business person. So what we do, we can actually we have an arrangement with you as a business owner. We sit down, we understand your suppliers very well, know their needs. Is it in terms of financing? Is it in terms of ensuring facilitation and all that? Is it capacity building? Do they need sessions to have them trained or things like those? Then we partner with you and see how best we can support them. Yeah, we design products, specific products for your specific ecosystem, because we actually treat you as a single client with your ecosystem. Then for the suppliers, if the problem of financing they are facing, in a way that after supply, when I knock on your door, they want payment immediately, and possibly you need time to organize yourself, sell the products, then you'll be able to sell them. So we can, you'll be able to pay them. We can actually pay them directly. I think before I get to that question, what I wanted to add in this ecosystem conversation, the facilities we give in terms of financing unsecured, as long as they are within a limit of 12 million. And if it's discounting, what we call invoice discounting, when someone has already supplied and you're waiting for payment, it goes up to even 50 million. So I mean, it speaks to what we can actually gain. We as Absa clients, when we actually join into an ecosystem that we already have a partnership and have a relationship. And that can really make a huge difference in your business. Back to your question, Victoria, I think we face quite a number of questions, especially from clients who are exporting. And I believe some of us, if we are not exporting now, we are planning to do it, either raw materials or finished products. Our prayer is mostly what we export be finished or semi-finished products, because there is a lot of value in that. Yeah, so what we really tend to discourage, especially when you do not have an established relationship out there, is just sending goods
sending them macadamia or whatever product out there, then sit, pray, and hope that payment will come. Because I've seen quite a number of clients suffering because of that. They send avocado. I think I have a live example of a client who sent avocado, quite a number of containers, and kept on waiting for payment, and is actually still waiting. Yeah. So I think we have a number of solutions that can ensure that you are protected when exporting or sending out products out there. So one of them, we call it a letter of credit, where your client from Finland, in this case, for example, will send you a letter of credit. What does it do? It commits to you as the exporter that once you export those macadamia or avocado or whatever product, you will be paid. And the person who is committing is not your client, is the client's bank. And of course, we'll receive that letter of credit and confirm that it's authentic, because we have so many fake out there. We'll have to confirm too that it's authentic. And if we see any risk, we'll advise that you ensure that the letter of credit is confirmed. What does confirmation mean? It means that someone else, another bank, is taking risk against the bank that has given the letter of credit. So that way, you are assured that when you send the product out there, once you present the documents that have been called up for on the letter of credit, you'll be assured of payment. Yeah, so that way you are protected. The second solution is what we call documentary collections. Sometimes you may create a relationship with a person out there in a way that you are sure that when those goods get there, he'll need them and he'll have to collect them. He won't decide not to collect them from wherever you are sending them to. So you actually prepare the goods, ship them, then you bring to us the shipment documents to us, then we send to the bank of this client of yours. So the instructions from you will be very clear. Do not release these documents until you receive payment. Yeah. So the document will be title documents that will enable the client out there access the goods that you've sent out. So that means that if the client doesn't pay, he doesn't access the goods. Yeah, I hope we are clear there. So it's a very easy way of protecting your interest when you're sending the goods out there. Yeah. So when you receive the letter of credit, what I want to mention, we can actually, because we are assured that payment is coming once you supply, we can actually work out an arrangement of financing based on that assurance. Of course, the LC at that point is not a security, but it's a discussion we can have once you receive that LC. I hope I was clear, Victoria.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah,
I think it's all about protecting our avocado and protecting our macadamia the moment tunaiweka pale Mombasa kwa port.
An account is the first entry kudeal na benki. Our account opening process is very simple. We have our teams around. I don't know whether they are still here. So within the day you get an account number, either personal. You can open a personal account in your name, or a business registered business account if it's registered, limited, or even a registered name. So it's that simple.
So thank you. What do I need? You didn't mention.
Yeah. So basically, your identification. That is your ID, your KRN, photo, of course your email address if you have, and telephone number for us to continue communicating with you.
So actually asking a very pertinent question. You have given the farmer some money to do a certain project. Well, maybe the farmer does not have the elaborate agronomic support to be able to raise that particular crop so that he can be able to pay your own. So they're actually asking, how do you partner with entities like Agitech or Mazao, who have already agronomists on the ground to be able to assist your farm? That is a very, very important question. And if you are actually intending to come to the agricultural space, that is something you must consider.
Daktari, you have answered the question for me. Because all that I will do is ride on him. And I think, let's get this clear when we are selling ecosystem. I said ecosystem, we are selling it on both ways. His suppliers, you are his supplier.
And what I would like to say is this, and this is for my fellow farmers. You know, I've been in banking for that a year, so I know what happens. I think it's very, very complicated to take a bank and make it an extreme partner to your businesses. I want to say it, and say it badly, that very much like banking, you know, bankers offer financial support, isn't it? It's very, very complicated to make them become your advisors on how you run your individual business, especially at a technical level. And that's where now things start getting thick. When you imagine that if a bank gives you money and you fail, you can tell them it's because of the weather. I don't know, am I now here? Where you say we share risk of decisions that you make that are risky. Farming is very risky. And there is an element as a farmer or any business that you have to take the risk yourself. You can share it with the financier. And if I'm saying it wrongly when you're here, that you can share. I'll be very happy to hear that. You need to make a conscious decision on what you are doing and what investment you are getting into. I agree that there is need for a collaboration, but the collaboration doesn't take the risk from me as an investor. You will collaborate with the architect, you can collaborate with the performator like we did, but that doesn't say that if I now buy cows and I fail, I can tell you it is the performator you brought that didn't advise me properly, so right off my own. I don't think that will work. So there is need for a collaboration between financiers and linking with the people who will advise, but that doesn't take the responsibility away from you as an investor. Now, I won't tell you badly. You are putting, now you can push the risk. You go and put your share on the market, it gets spoiled, and then you say, Pazazida ulinipea hazikufanya kazi ile ilikuwa inatarajiwa, so right off the road. Because that's what business people are interested with. And I heard about interest. Interest is not the issue. Business failure is the real issue. So, and I say that in both ways. I do biashara ya ukulima and I have banking. So I have an idea what happens on those two. And I didn't want you to say it, but I will tell them that the risk falls with you as an investor. So don't serikali ingilia kati. It lies with you. The work of banking is to provide you with financing. The decision to take financing is yours. But however, we can mitigate the risk by collaborating with the African Guarantee Fund as possible. But still there is risk. Yeah, I think you talked about it here. There's a risk still. But the success or failure of any business lies with the investor. So if you invest badly, you make bad decisions, shall be kazi yako. It's not the banks. So bank kazi yake can provide with financing, affordable financing, isn't it? But It's on how you run your school, that you need to think twice, because that's not the work of banking. Tunaelewana? So please, mimi nimesema nitaisema vibaya because I'm on both sides. So that is what I would advise. However, being on the ground is very important. Collaboration is very important, and that's what we need to grow. And that's what now is new banking. But however, the risk still rise with Dr. Karati. Whether he fails or succeeds in Agitech is his problem. And he will not come to you and tell you, usiuze shamba yangu sababu advice ile ulinipea haikufanya. That doesn't work. So I hope I haven't dumped your morale. but I think I need to tell you the real truth of business. And I have been in banking for many years. And I have also been in agriculture for many years. So I know both sides of the discussion. Sawa? Tunaelewana? Yes. Thank you.
Basi tunashukuru Mungu. Nisikia tusiongee Kiingereza kingi sana. Naomba nimshukuru Mungu kwa nafasi hii ametupatia, and also to thank our partner Absa. Absa is one of our strategic partner in Agitech Grand Expo. We have walked a journey with you, and now I can see the future is getting bright. Naomba tukitoka hapa kila mtu aende na huu ujumbe. Mwaka huu wa 2025 our Agitech Grand Expo event will be 3 days. Date ya kwanza ni 2nd, which will be on Thursday. Tarehe 2, which will be on Thursday. Tarehe 3, it will be on Friday. Na tarehe 4 itakuwa Saturday. October 2025. 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Watu wengi wenu mulisema siku 2 haitoshi na tukawasikiza. Nimesikia kuna kusikiza ground Tulisikiza ground tukaongezea siku 1. Hii mwaka msipotoseka msema mnataka wiki 1, sisi tuko tutajitolea because kazi yetu ni hiyo ndio mlitupatia ili tuweze kujenga taifa na tulete chakula cha kutosha na chakula safi. So asanteni sana. Hiyo ujumbe ifikie wenzetu na marafiki wetu ili tuweze kuendelea kujitayarisha kwa mapema. Naomba nisiendelee zaidi ya hapo. Niko na maneno nilikuwa nimeandikiwa hapa, lakini tutajadiliana baadaye one on one ili tuweze kusave our time. Now it's my humble request to Bwana Nyamu. Naona sitaweza kusema abuku. Aniletee our patron ili aweze kutupatia his closing remarks. Nataka tukaribishe our patron Dr. Karaja.
So directed here today in front of you. First of all, I know you are very busy people. Having time, dedicating your time to come to this particular event is a really very good honor. So I want to appreciate you all for getting time to come to this particular event. And as I say, collaboration, partnership, and networking is actually a very important aspect going forward. So I'm going to read my speech today very briefly, and then we can continue interacting. Good morning, brothers and sisters, comrades in the business world. How are you this particular afternoon? Now it is actually afternoon. So good afternoon, brothers and sisters, comrades in the business world. How are you this particular afternoon? Let me appreciate all of you who have dedicated their most important resource, their time, to come to this event. I know all of you are very busy people, and for you to have found time to attend today's event is really an honor, and I don't take this for granted. Allow me to start by a quote by somebody called Dave Matthews, who actually said, "To change the world, start with one step." however small. For the first step is the hardest of them all. Make the first step. I know it is actually the hardest of them all, making the first step. And today we have actually made the first step towards collaboration, partnership and networking with the business people of Mwea. Allow me also to appreciate the organizers of this event, the Absa team, led by my friend and a very aggressive young lady called Virginia. Virginia ndiye tulianza kujuana na tumesubuana na yeye sana mpaka tukasikizana. So Virginia, asante sana. Today's business environment is very challenging, and for us to navigate, 3 words must reign supreme. That is partnership, collaboration, and networking. To our youth, you avail services to our people, such as healthcare, add value to our rice, add value to our maize and other crops, improve its infrastructure, communication, networking, mechanization, avail the latest technologies and many others. The positive impacts you bring to our people is immeasurable, and indeed, you are to be celebrated. A big round of applause to yourself for the hard work you do. Makofi. I appreciate you all for the work you do in making Mwea what it is. We also need to acknowledge the difficult business environment we are currently operating in. We all know we have unreasonable tax regimes. The interest rates, that is the bank interest rates, have been very high, although they are coming down. The depressed purchasing power of our people, the volatility of our Kenya shilling against the international currencies, and many others. The above problems have resulted in many businesses closing down and the surviving ones grinding to a halt or surviving by the grace of God. I know you people are very resilient, and most of you have been able to wander through these particular difficult times. And I know as a community we are going to make it. So in such an uncertain business environment, we business people must arise to the occasion by being flexible, agile, and resilient, with an elaborate focus on technology, partnerships, and collaborations, so as to remain relevant now and into the future. Business branding and visibility, social media presence, and technology adoption will remain key as far as the survival and the growth of our businesses is concerned. You must make your business visible, however small. Patrick, Supertech sound must be known for it to be able to survive. Bwana Muriuki, your business must be marketed for it to be able to survive. And we have a very, very beautiful forum called the Agitech Grand Expo, where you can actually showcase your business. Make your business visible, make your business relevant, market your business. And this is actually a very free, it's almost actually a free forum, because the charges that you are given are very low. You are exposed to a crowd of 25,000 plus farmers, and you fail to appear. This is actually a very, very risky aspect, because this is actually an opportunity lost. So, Agitech Grand Expo has organized very successful expos in the last 3 years with the below attendance. In the year 2022, we had 3,500 persons. In the year 2023, we had 11,000 persons. And last year, 2024, we had 25,000 persons. This totals to around 39,500, approximately 40,000 people who actually came to Mwea, and you failed to market your business. The question is, how many of us have taken advantage of this particular business and marketing exposure? Very few. But for those who have, for example, family smartphone, nice digital setting, Kaigi general contractors, Morelli investments, and others can actually attest significant business leverage and growth. So what I'm doing is that I'm just requesting you, when this particular opportunity presents itself, take advantage of it. Usiache hii event ipite na hujachota kitu na makrara. Make sure umechota kitu kwa hii particular event. Because people are actually coming from all walks of life, from across the country, from Nyanza, from Coast Region, from Lambu, from everywhere. And you have an opportunity to expose and market your business. We all know unity is strength, and as a business, what has become tough, rough, and stormy, it is incumbent upon us to embrace unity in diversity. And Chairman, you have put it very well. We are not competitors. We are actually collaborators and partners. In fact, there is no competition in business. What is actually there is benchmarking. Nikiona mwenzangu anafanya kitu, I'm supposed to benchmark and improve my business based on whatever he's actually doing. No, not fighting him. Kwa kusema sijui ameanza kunikata miguu. Hapana. The best way is to take that as a lesson and improve your business. So let me now take this opportunity to welcome you all to this year's Agitech Grand Expo on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th October 2025. Let's come together, participate, and most importantly, exhibit and show the country and the population that indeed businesses can be won through partnerships and collaboration. May God bless Mwea Business Community, Absa, and the Agitech Grand Expo now into the future. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki kwa kuja, na tukutane Agitech Grand Expo on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of October. Thank you so much.
Makofi mazuri yeshe. Asante sana. Sasa naomba kurudisha mkutano kwa our MC.
Thank you very much. I come in as an MC to neutralize. Najua tuliambiwa na Vena kuna watu grey hair ishaanza. So if you don't include the Gen Zs, sioni kama kuna future. Ndio maana tunasema hata Expo, our theme this year, youth inclusion ndio kitu ya kwanza. Sababu ukikosa kuweka Gen Z hapo, sioni future iko wapi. Acha tutoe haya Gen Z huko kwa street, waache kuoccupy the streets, occupy business. Sio kweli? And unajua kuna mtu alisema hapa, bwana Msheke, that hobby yake ni politics. So you have to be very wise when choosing the words. Sijui yako side gani. Naweza sema one time nione Masubaru hapa. Don't quote me. So let me take this opportunity and thank everyone for coming na pia kwa kukaa chini na kusikiza what we heard today. Nikiangalia Virginia naona ana smile. I know it was a great event. You know, we've been burning midnight oil for this day. And as I wind up, let me just remind you that partnership don't end in meetings. They begin in moments like this. And I take this opportunity to thank Absa, not because it was an Absa event, but because wametupea a platform to partner. Now I know. Nilikuwa na rurasho inakuja, nilikuwa nashangaa sasa. Hiyo kitu napanga aje. Sasa nimejua kuna Packers. I'm sorted with decoration. Kuna rice meal. So hiyo siku pilau mtashiba. And acha niwaambie kitu kwa imehappen leo. Kuna mbaba ameamua kuni surprise na gari. Lakini sasa huku niachia title, umeacha funguo peke yake. So on a logbook hapo acha ameniachia funguo. Of course nikisimama pale nje nikifinya anajua yenye itablink niende nao, lakini ulisahau kuacha title na logbook. So tupatane nyuma ya tent tumalizane hiyo story. Tumekuja to the end and as you can see, unajua hata MC Nyama aliniambia leo nisimite MC leo ni mgeni. Akaniambia Karo, leo ni siku yako. Unaona, so youth inclusion. Hapo unasema ma Gen Z wakipa vitu muhimu, si kwa street. So, tukiongea kuhusu youth, we have a youth with talent. Now, I thank the Agitech, or let me say, Mazao group of companies, for giving youth platform and nurturing talents, because if it weren't for them, atukasi ya tungejua labda tunaweza. When I'm shaking, this is your moment. Karibu.
Ni mimi tena naitwa Anthony Musheke. Nachukua fursa hii niseme kwamba kwa niaba ya wafanya biashara wale tulioko katika Mwea na wale wametoka labda Bari, Absa Bank na wengine wale tungesema ni wageni wetu siku ya leo, niseme tumeshukuru sana, na hasa niseme the director daktari kwa kuchukua jukumu ya kualika kila mtu, na si kwa osa, kwa kupigia kila mtu simu. Alituita kila mmoja, hata nikashindwa kwani hapo na nambari zote za wafanya biashara katika Mwea. Kwa hivyo niseme kwamba ni shukrani Bwana Karanja kwa huo mwongozo, na tutaufuata, na wale wote waliokuja walioitwa wakawacha biashara zao, zile kazi walikuwa wanafanya, pokea shukrani kwa niaba ya Agitech. Halafu hizo shukrani zingine niseme kwamba Absa, pokeeni shukrani zetu, sababu tunajua jambo moja, si sana tunaweza faulu katika biashara bila mikopo. Hata taifa kama hili haliwezi likakamilisha mambo yake bila mikopo, na kwa hivyo hakuna mtu anayejiwezesha kujitoshelesha kifedha. Na kwa hivyo kama vile nimesikia kwamba the rates are down, hiyo ndio inatusaidia. Na kwa hivyo tuwashukuru kwa kuwa na hiyo collaboration na Bwana Karanja, na yale mambo tunayo, tafadhali ikiwezekana just address it, because in this world we are living in a chain. Kwa hivyo nikifaidika, Bwana Karanja amefaidika, umefaidika, likewise inaweza rudi. Sababu kama kuna jambo moja, Karanja ameniita leo, nimesoma kitu, ikifikia nami ni mkulima wa mpunga, mimi hununua fertilizer kwake. By the end of the day, mimi ni mzee. Tuliambiwa hapa ya kwamba ukitaka kupumzika, kuja kupumzika. Na kuja natoa babili ya matatu, ile nitoa kule kwa shamba. So, it's a chain of flow. Ningetaka kusema kwamba nyote karibuni na mpate shukurani kwa kupatikana kwenu, na Karanja na Absa Bank mwendelee hivyo hivyo, na kesho ingine, na hata ikifika hiyo tarehe 2, 3 na 4, tafadhali zote tujisikia kwamba it's our project, ili tuweze kufaulu katika maisha yetu katika Mwea. Hayo machache ningesema kwamba asanteni na karibuni tena.